Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 season is on the air. Today's date is July 21st, 99. We are at the ballpark at Arlington for an American League West matchup between the Anaheim Angels and the Texas Rangers. The Angels coming to this game a record of 37-55. We've seen the Angels about five. This will be the fifth time we've played the Angels in this replay. The only reason why we're doing them again is because we're seeing the Texas Rangers for only the second time in this replay. And of course, the Rangers right now, they come into this game a record of 49-44. They are in second place at the moment in the American League West. And they trail the Oakland Athletics. Let's see here. They trail the Oakland Athletics by 4 games in that division. This is the final game of the second schedule block, which means that after this, I will only be presenting games where both teams are in the playoff hunt. Division leaders, teams with winning records, and teams, of course, that are within a few games of second place in each division. So this is the final game of the block. Now, from here on in, only games that are in the postseason hunt. Art Shackle is first to join us here at the ballpark at Arlington. The Rangers historically won this game 9-5. They had 13 hits and no errors, and the Angels had 10 hits and 1 error. But so far, Inside Pitch has been interesting, to say the least, in this 99 season. So hopefully we'll have a good ball game tonight to end the second block and get ready for the third block, which will start tomorrow night. So, without further ado, it's time to play some baseball. Starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers tonight is Aaron Sele. He had a good year in 99. 18 wins, 9 losses. He did have a 4.79 ERA. That tells me he got run support when he pitched. We are at the ballpark at Arlington. This was a hitter's park. 212 home runs, -1 to strikeouts, -2 to walks. So the ballpark at Arlington will be a hitter's park in 99, and we'll see but we'll see what Inside Pitch has to say as Kevin Thomas now joins us here at the ballpark. So a good crowd here on hand here at Arlington. An important game for the Rangers chasing the Athletics in the American League West. They are the top 2 teams in the division. Pretty much, if the Rangers and the A's just get above 500, they'll go in, because right now the Angels and the Mariners don't even figure. But let's see what happens tonight. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Angels, be the left fielder, Darren Erstad. 253 average, 13 homers, 53 RBIs. We're going to use red, white, and white dice. Rangers are the home team. Just saw the optional runner advancement. Yes, I'm going to use that as well. Plus, I made a couple of other adjustments to the game to see if I can get it as close to streamlined as Inside Pitch advanced. Nothing I can do about double plays. That has to be done. Double play I have to do regular double plays in regular IP, because regular IP utilizes pivot ratings, where Inside Pitch advanced does not. But enough about advanced. Let's play some baseball. Sele, 5'6". That's a pitcher result. That 17 is going to be a leadoff base hit for Erstad. Erstad against the lefty, a 1-18 would be a single, and Erstad will get a hit. So leadoff hit for Erstad as Ernest Cruz joins us here at the ballpark. We are at double play depth. Next batter, second baseman Randy Velarde. 317 average, 16 homers, 76 RBIs in 99. Erstad at 13 steals, and that's a 20. Sele fires to first, but nope. Erstad will get back. Sele, 2-3. It's a blank. Velarde, 1-2, and that's a base hit to right field, and we get to use the chart. So that is a single, 1-3, and that is a 4-6, and that is going to be a play at third base. That's going to be a play at third, and that's a 17. So Erstad coming around second, trying for third. That is going to be a play, and that was hit. Let's see, 4-6. That was hit what? That was a base hit to center field, right? Got to keep track of that. So that was a base hit to center field. And let's see, center fielder for the Rangers is Mateo. He has a -1 arm. That's a 17, and Erstad is going to be safe. So it's a bait. So Velarde gets a base hit. Erstad will make third. And that's runners in the corners. That's what the chart that I'm reading here on second to third. So 4-6 was definitely a play chance. And now runners at first and third and no one out. Next batter will be the first baseman, Mo Vaughn. This guy was a beast. The last time we had him, he got hit by the pitch 3 times. He had a rough game. 281 average, though, 33 homers, 108 RBIs, and 99. Infield's going to play a double play depth. It's very early in the game. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 16. Sele, 1-1. That's at the park. Ballpark, 3-1. That's powered into center field. That's an 8, and that's going to be a triple for Mo Vaughn. Erstad will come around. He will score. Velarde will come in to score. Vaughn chugging, but that's going to be enough for him to get a triple. And just like that, the Angels grab a 2-0 lead. So the Angels coming out quick and trying to go ahead, and they're going to make the Rangers work for it. 2 singles and now a triple by Mo Vaughn, and he gets to third base. Next batter for the Angels is the right fielder, Tim Salmon. I always felt he was an underrated player. 266 average, 17 homers, 69 RBIs, and 99. Now the infield will play in. Going on at first. And right now the Rangers off to a tough start. Strategy roll. Vaughn will stay put. Sele, 1-6, range play. Salmon, 2-1. That's another base hit. It's a hit to right field, but this time it's a range play for Juan Gonzalez. His range is a 2. Nope, that'll be a base hit. Salmon will go ahead and head to first. Vaughn will come in to score, and the Angels are already up 3-0. Stadium groans. Looks like we're going to be in for one of those games. Next batter, the center fielder, Garrett Anderson. 303 average, 21 homers, 80 RBIs, and 99. Infield back to double play already. 3-0 Halos. Salmon will stay put. Sele, 2-5. It's a blank. Anderson, 5-5. That is a ground ball to third. 2-2-3. Second base pivot, McLemore is a 0. And that's not going to be a double play. Salmon will be thrown out at second, and Anderson makes first on the fielder's choice. So the Rangers finally get an out. And now here's the third baseman, Troy Glaus. 240 average, 29 homers, 79 RBIs that year. Infield still at double play. Nothing on the 5. Anderson will stay put. Sele, 3-3, hit by pitch. Plunk, ouch. Wow, these Angels are getting hit all over the place, and that's going to be a hit batter. First hit batter of the game. And now runners at first and second. And now the Anaheim designated hitter, Orlando Palmeiro, 278 average, a homer, 23 RBIs in 99. So the Angels already up 3-0 lead here, top of the first. Strategy, and that is a 1. Anderson is going to stay put. Sele, 6-3, strikeout, got him. He'll go ahead and get Palmeiro. First strikeout for Sele. He had 186 of them that year. And now the catcher, Matt Wahlbeck, 240 average, 3 homers, 22 RBI. Runners at first and second. Angels off to a hot start. Sele, 3-2, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck them out, and they get out of the inning finally. Second strikeout for Sele, but the Angels on the board first. 3 runs, 4 hits, and a hit batter. And if you want to call the hit batter a 5th hit, I guess that's fine. But we go to the bottom of the first where the Angels have already struck first, I should say. Starting pitcher for the Anaheim Angels in this game, Omar Olivares. We've seen him before. 15 wins, 11 losses, a 4.16 ERA in 99. Vita Productions joins us here at the ballpark. Leading off for the Rangers, second baseman Mark McLemore, 274 average, 6 homers, 45 RBIs. Rangers chasing down the Athletics. Those are right now, it looks like the only two teams, those look like to be the top 2 teams from the American League West. Olivares, 5-4, strikeout, and he will get McLemore. First strikeout for Olivares. He only had 85 of them in 99. Next up is the catcher, Hall of Famer, Pudge, Ivan Rodriguez, 332 average, 35 homers, 113 RBIs. Definitely an absolute Hall of Famer. Olivares, he should have gotten more of the vote that he did. Olivares, 2-5, that's a walk plus, and that 10 will walk him. Pudge will get to first base on a walk. Olivares had 81 walks in 99. Ivan Rodriguez barely, I think he got like 78% or something like that. Pudge should have gotten a lot more than that in the vote. I don't know what people were thinking. Next batter, the left fielder, Rusty Greer. This guy was solid. 300 average, 20 homers, 101 RBIs that year. Pudge had 25 steals, and he gets the steal sign. 14 minus 2 is 12. Walbeck a 0, but down by 3 runs. 1-12, I'm going to hold him back. Olivares will pitch. Olivares, 2-1 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. That's a 20. That's going to be an automatic fly ball to right field. And grabbing that will be Salmon. And Pudge will go back to first for out number 2. Next up is the right fielder, Juan Gonzalez. Heck of a player. 326 average, 39 bombs, 128 RBIs that year. So Pudge on at first, and he gets the steal sign again, but he'll stay put. Olivares, 1-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Gonzalez, 6-2. It's a base hit past third. Pudge will not have the speed. He'll have to hold at second base, as he really needed to be a 6 in order to get there, so he will hold. So now runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And here comes the Texas designated hitter, Rafael Palmeiro. Put him in the Hall of Fame. 324 average, 47 bombs, 148 RBIs. Screw the steroid era. These guys brought baseball back to life in the 90s. Put him in the Hall. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Olivares. 3-1. That's at the park. Ballpark at Arlington. 1-2. It's a blank. We're going to have a rare play with men on at the park. So we go to the rare play chart. And we roll a 21. Single into left field where fielder stumbles fielding the ball. Check left fielder for error. Left fielder for Anaheim is Erstad. His error rating is a 0, so there's not going to be an error. If error batter gets 2 extra bases, the ball skips by, and check the left fielder for injury. So it's a single into left field. So a single to left, I still got to go ahead and roll to see if Pudge will come in. So it's a single to left. So Pudge coming around. Single to left first, and that's second to home, 666. That's going to be a play. That is definitely going to be a play. That's a 6. And left fielder Erstad has a -2 arm. That is a 6. And he is going to be out at the plate, and the inning is over. Ivan Rodriguez comes down. A heck of a play by Erstad. He grabs it and throws to the plate and gets Pudge, and the inning is done. It will go as a base hit for Palmeiro. But since he didn't make an error, I'll go normal advancement. I will check Erstad for injury, and his injury rating is a 2. So let's see if he stays in. And the only way he stays in is if I roll a 1. Nope, Erstad is done. So Rodriguez thrown out at the plate by Darren Erstad, and the Rangers get nothing. So it is no runs on 2 hits, and it stays 3-0. Heck of a play there. Nah, he lied directly to Congress. They all did, and I don't care. Put him in. They all did. I don't care. Put them in. They all did. Put them in. Put them in. I don't care anymore about that. Erstad is hurt, so I got to find a new left fielder. So let's see what I'm going to bring in there. And that is going to be Reggie Williams. So Reggie Williams is going to take over in left for the Angels. And he is a 3-0 -1. Not as good at that position. They all did. Put him in the hall. So Erstad is out. Everybody lies to Congress. There are a lot of people that lied to Congress and are still in office, but we won't go in that direction. We're going to go to the top of the second. Scooney 007 joins us here at the ballpark. Leading off for the Angels with a shortstop, Gary DiSarcina. 229 average, a homer, 29 RBIs. So a big play there by Erstad to throw out Pudge at the plate. But Sele will go ahead and now pitch to DiSarcina. Sele, 4-1, strikeout, no. DiSarcina, 1-6, the grounder right back to Sele. And Sele will take care of that and toss it up, and that'll be out number 1. Next batter is the new left fielder for the Angels, Reggie Williams. He had a 221 average, a homer, and 6 RBIs. So Williams in 99, so Williams will pitch. Williams, 3-5 against the switch left walk, and the 12 is going to miss. Williams, 2-3, and it's a base hit. So Williams gets something for Erstad being out, and Williams will get a single. So runner on first, here's Velarde. Velarde got a single his first time up. Infield double play, 3-0 Halos here. Meaningless really for the Angels trying to get a win. Rangers trying to stay close to the A's. Strategy roll, nothing happening there. Sele, 6-5, strikeout, that will miss. Velarde, 2-3, and it's a base hit right past the pitcher. Williams has got good speed. He'll make third. So right now, Sele not having a good start to this ball game. And that will bring up Mo. Mo hit a triple his first time up. The infield's going to play, they're going to play back. They're going to play a double play depth. The Rangers got a pretty potent lineup. It's still early. Williams on his third, Velarde on his first. Strategy, nothing on the 18. And Sele will pitch. Sele, 3-4, strikeout, and that will miss. Mo, 5-6, and that is a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn it. 2-2-3. Second base pivot McGuire. 0, 1-3. Nope, it's a 4. Velarde will actually make it to second. The ball, they were back for double play depth. Williams scores. Vaughn is out. But it is now 4-0 Angels. Stadium groans. A grounder to short could not turn the 2. And now the batter is Salmon. Salmon got a base hit his first time up. Now 1 out here. The Angels there were 14 runs historically scored in the game. Strategy roll for Velarde. He'll stay put. Sele, 2-2, strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Sele. And now here's Anderson. Anderson 0 for 1. Velarde on at second, nothing on the 9. Sele will pitch. Sele, 6-6, range play. Anderson, 5-5, and that is a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Todd Zeal. His range is a 2, and he's got it. Nice play by Zeal, picks it up, throws it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits for the Halos. They got a 4-0 lead already going in the bottom of the second. Aaron Sele was 18-9, but a 4.79 ERA kind of tells me he got a lot of run support. But so far, he hasn't gotten any in this one. Leading off for the Rangers, third baseman Todd Zeal. 293 average, 24 homers, 98 RBIs. I don't think anybody will have a problem if I say Zeal was a steady was a solid player. Olivares, 6'2", range play at the park. The ballpark, 5-2, base hit left field. It's a range play for Reggie Williams. His range is a 3. And he's got it. 1 out. As soon as you, as David Baseball Demos like to say, once you come into the game, the ball finds you. And that's going to be a fly out to left. Nice play by Williams. 1 down. Here's the first baseman, Lee Stevens, 282 average, 24 homers, 81 RBIs. I don't know much about him, though. Olivares, 3-1 at the park. The ballpark, 4-2, base hit. And Stevens will go ahead and hit a single into center. He'll hold it first. And here's the center fielder, Ruben Mateo. Only played in 32 games for the Rangers that year. 238 average, though, 5 homers, 18 RBIs. Infield, a double play depth. Strategy roll, and Stevens is staying where he is. And Olivares will pitch. Olivares, 3-4. It's a blank. Mateo, 2-3. And that's a base hit to left field. Let's go to the chart. First to third. And that is a 3-3. And advances if he's 3-6. He is a 3. Stevens will make third. Mateo to first. And runners to the corners now. I got the chart here, maybe I should be showing it, but on a 3-3, all right, advances 3-6, and since Stevens has a base running rating of 3, he does make it. So runners at the corners, and now the shortstop, Royce Clayton. So you're actually seeing a little bit of inside pitch advanced in this game, a little bit of it. A little bit. Maybe I should, you know what, got a better idea since I'm using it. So just to show you here, a single to first, and 3-3 was advanced 3-6, which means that whatever the base runner was, his base running rating is, he advances automatically. So I thought maybe I'll show you a little bit while I do it. So runners at first and third, here's Clayton, 288 average, 14 homers, 52 RBIs, another steady player. They're going to stay at double play depth strategy, and that is a 2. Mateo gets the steal sign. I'm going to send him. 20 minus 2 is 18. And Walbeck is a 0. Stevens is not going to go. Mateo on his way to second. The only way he's out is on a 19 or 20. That's a 12. He'll be safe. So Mateo will steal second base. And now with Clayton on the plate. And they're now going to, do you walk him and pitch to McLemore? I know it's early. It's only the second inning. You pitch. And they're going to go ahead and play corner. They're going to play corners in. So Olivares will go ahead and pitch to Clayton. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 7. Olivares. 2-4. That's a blank. Clayton. 3-6. That's a fly ball to center field. That's going to be grabbed by Anderson. And that is out number 2. Clayton, a sacrifice fly of 2, hit the center +2, makes Stevens coming in on a 4. He doesn't. Center fielder is Anderson. He has a -1 arm. Stevens a 2. A 1-2. Stevens will still come in to score, and it's a 6. Here comes the throw. Here comes the throw by Garrett Anderson. And it said he has a -1 arm. A 3-16. He is out. It's a 20. He's safe. Stevens will come in to score. Wow. What a great play by Stevens. And it's 4-1 Rangers. Mateo will hold at second base. So Clayton does get an RBI on that. Even with a -1 arm, a 17-20, he is safe. Holy cow. You'll go ahead and score, and it'll be a sacrifice fly of Clayton, and it's now 4-1. Now with 2 outs and Mateo on at second, here's McLemore. Stevens must have just gotten under the tag. Olivares will strategy roll first. Mateo stays put. Olivares, 3-2. It's a blank. McLemore, 6-6, and it's a fly ball to right. An easy play for Tim Salmon. He makes the catch and retires aside. 1 run, 2 hits. And a sacrifice fly. Can't believe Stevens actually got in there. But he does. 4-1 now after 2. Top of the 3rd. Troy Glaus leads off for Anaheim. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. Sele, 1-1. That's at the park. The ballpark, 5-1. Blank, another rare play. Wow. Rare plays lately are coming up a lot lately on the dice. That's rare plays, bases empty from at the park. And 42, slow roller to catcher who bobbles and throws wild. Resolve or rolling against the catcher error rate for each error chance. Well, Rodriguez's error rating is a 9. The first D20 roll is an 18. He does not bobble it. Another 9, he will make an error on a throw. And that's a 4, and he does. That's going to be a bad throw to first. And Stevens' range is a 2. And he will not prevent the ball from getting past him. Glaus, a base running rating of 4, and he will take second on the bad throw. So that's going to be an E2 on Pudge. First error on the Rangers. They did not have any in the game historically. So Glaus goes to second as the Benny Blades joins us here at the ballpark at Arlington. Does anyone know if the IPA test teams have cut lines? No, they do not. They do not. So just do your best to, cut them, as best as you can. They do not have cut lines. The fringe players probably will when he does them, but not at the moment. They do not have cut lines. So Glaus on at second due to the error. And here's Palmeiro. Palmeiro is 0 for 1. You're welcome there, Benny Blades. I'm only a few subs short of 1,000, guys. Tell everyone to subscribe to me. I'm only a few subs short of 1,000. I forget how many I am now. Glaus on at second, and he will stay at second. Sele, 6-3, strikeout. That will miss. Palmeiro, 3-5, and that is a ground ball to short. That'll be picked up by Clayton. Throw goes to first, and Glaus will make third. He's got good speed, and he'll make third base on that. So grounder to short, one man down, and here's Wahlbeck. Wahlbeck is 0 for 1, struck out. Infield now playing in, and with 1 out, I will use the infield in chart. Sele will go ahead and he will pitch 992. All right, so I'm 8 behind. Strategy roll, nothing on the 18. Sele will pitch. Sele, 6-3, strikeout, no. Wahlbeck, a 4-6, and it's a base hit past second base, and the Angels are bringing in the runs today. Glaus will come in to score, and it's now 5-1 in favor of the Halos. Stadium groans. RBI single for Wahlbeck. So Sele, with a 4.79 ERA, he's given up the 5 runs. The next batter is DeSarcina. He's 0 for 1. Infield back to double play. Strategy for Wahlbeck. He'll stay put. Sele, 5-1. That's a blank. DeSarcina, 5-1. That's a grounder to second base. Do they turn it? 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot Clayton +1 is a 4, and they won't get it. That's going to go to first. Wahlbeck will make second, and that's out number 2. Right now, the Rangers are not getting any breaks. Probably should have been a double play. And now here's Williams. Williams is 1 for 1 since coming in for the injured Erstad. Wahlbeck on at second, and he will stay at second. Sele, 6-6, range play. Williams, 5-3. That's powered into left field, and that is a 10. And that's going to be a double to left, but it's a range play for Greer. Greer's range is a 2. He's got it. Da-da-da, da-da-da. And the inning is over. What a play by Greer out there. So that definitely saved a run. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. 5-1 Angels. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. play out there by Greer. Bottom of the third. Leading off is Pudge. Ivan Rodriguez walked his first at bat. 5-1 Angels here. Angels is trying to get a win. Rangers trying to stay with the Athletics. Olivares. 4-4. Another range play. Pudge. 5-3. That's a grounder to short. That ball is hit to DiSarcina. His range is a 4, and nope, that'll be a base hit. Rodriguez will get the single, and he'll head to first. First hit of the game for Pudge. Here comes Greer. Greer is 0 for 1. Infield set for double play. Only in the third inning, already 6 runs in the game. Pudge he hits a 5. He gets the steal sign, but not when you're 4 runs down. Olivares, 3-2. It's a blank. Greer, 6-1. That's a fly out to center field. Garrett Anderson says he will take it, and he does for out number 1. Here's Wangan. Wangan is 1 for 1. Got a base hit his first time up. 5-1 Angels. Strategy roll for Pudge. He again gets the steal sign. He says no. Let Wangan swing. Olivares, 4-4. Another range play. Gonzalez, 2-3. That's pumped up to third, and that's going to be in foul. That is an odd number, and I'm going to put that in foul territory. That's popped up to third. Going after that is Gloss. His range is a 4, and he will get it in foul territory. That's out number 2. If he did not get that, I would have just said it was a foul ball. That is not a rule by an official rule of inside pitch. That's just my call. Odd rolls on the D6 is in foul territory. Even numbers, that would have been a possible blooper. That's a pop fly to fall to pop out to third, 2 down. Nice play by Gloss. Only on balls, though, hit to first and third, because he actually has that rule in inside pitch advanced, although that's off the ballpark card. Here's Palmeiro. He got a base hit his first time up, adding a few house rules to the game. And that is a 2. Again, Pudge gets the steal sign. Pudge looking at the dugout saying, what's the matter with you guys? Olivares will pitch. Olivares, 3-2. It's a blank. Palmeiro, 4-6. And Palmeiro will come through with a smack double into right field. But will that score Pudge? So let's take a look at the chart. This one right here. Double first home. And that is a 2-4. And a 2-4 advances 4-6. Pudge is a 3, but there are 2 outs. That makes that a 4. He will score. So Pudge will come around and he will score from first. Palmeiro stays at second. It's now 5-2. And that's how that chart works. We're 2 outs, so he will get himself. So Palmeiro now has a single and a double. And now the batter is Zeal. Zeal is 0 for 1. So you can see, Benny Blades, how the new chart can actually still work for Inside Pitch Classic. It was something I actually pitched to Chris, and Chris, I sent him a copy of a chart, and Chris sent it back to me completed. It is optional. I did upload that into the files in the baseball Facebook group. It's totally optional. But for those people that are still playing Inside Pitch and you want to give it a little IPA, that'll do it. Palmeiro on at second. Strategy roll for Zeal. He's 0 for 1, and he'll stay put. Olivares, 3-4. It's a blank. Zeal, a 4-1. It's a ground ball to short. That'll be handled by DiSarcina, and he will take his time, toss it over, retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits for the Rangers. 5-2, though, in favor of the Halos. So for base running, you're using IPA charts for inside pitch. Yes, I am, but these charts are designed for regular inside pitch. Notice they only go as high as 6, not 8. As IPA, those base runners go up to 8. So they're only designed for 6. This was specially designed by Chris. I asked him to create them. I did upload them. For those people that want to go ahead and use them, they are in the Facebook group. Download them and try it out if you're a regular inside pitch player. It will, and the thing about it, another reason why I do it, for those people that want to get more practice with these charts, okay, in regular inside pitch until inside pitch advanced is fully released. That's another reason why I did it. Top of the fourth, 5-2 in favor of the Halos. Randy Velarde leads off. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Sele can pitch to 22nd, or 26. Olivares at 28. Sele, 6-1, wild pitch. It's a blank. Velarde, 5-2, and that's grounded to first. That'll be taken by Stevens, and he will take it to the bag himself for out number 1. Another thing I did, I also went ahead and created this little helper card for me, because now I can use the automatic outs D20s and for extras. And of course, I needed to help a little bit with the pivot tables and such. That other card I was using was getting way too old. Here's Mo. Mo is 1 for 2. Got a triple his first time up. Sele, 3-1. Possible error. Vaughn, 4-5. And against a righty, it's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to McLemore. His error rating is a 5. And that is a 5. And he's going to drop it. And Vaughn is safe. And that's going to be an E4. That'll be the second error on the Rangers in this game, as McLemore can't make the play. And Aaron Sele looking at his defense saying, does anybody here want to play some baseball? Here's Salmon. Salmon is 1 for 2. Infield set for double play. Vaughn, not really a threat to steal, and of course he won't. Sele will pitch. Sele, 1-2, strikeout, no. Salmon, 2-2, and that's a ground ball to first. Can they turn the double play? 2-2-2. Shortstop pivot, Clayton, +1 is a 3. Nope. Vaughn thrown out at second. Salmon will take first for out number 2. I can't do anything with the double play rating, with double plays in inside pitch to make them like inside pitch advanced, because inside pitch uses pivot ratings. Inside pitch advanced does not. That will go as a fielder's choice instead, but I don't mind doing that though. You still got to keep the flavor of regular inside pitching away. Here's Anderson. He's 0 for 2 as Ron McGrath joins us here at the ballpark at Arlington. By the way, Mr. McGrath, happy birthday to you, sir. Belated happy birthday. Strategy roll for Salmon, and that's a 3. He'll stay put. Sele, 2-4, strikeout. That will be high. Anderson, 5-6. That's powered into center field. That's a 3. And that's going to be a double for Garrett Anderson. Anderson smacks a double. Let's see if that will score Salmon. With 2 outs, his base running rating is a 5. We'll go to the chart. That is a 2-1. And a 2-1 is advanced with the trailing runner. That means Salmon will score. Anderson has a base running rating of 3. You use the red die to see if he will move on. And the red die is a 2. So Salmon will score, and Anderson winds up at third. That instead's going to be a triple, and another run comes in for the Angels. It's now 6-2. Stadium groans. So I'm going to call that a triple for Anderson. That'll score the run, and that error definitely hurt. And now it is 6-2 in favor of the Halos. And right now, the bullpen for the Rangers is getting some work, although I can't really fault Sele for that. Another bad error. Here's Gloss. Gloss is 0 for 1, reached on an error and got hit. So now 6-2 Angels, as right now the Rangers don't look like a team that's going to catch the A's anytime soon. Strategy roll, nothing on the 15. Sele, 2-6. Home run chance, 20 is high. Gloss, 4-4. And against a righty, it's a base hit. Angels are just taking advantage of everything. That'll be a single for Gloss. It's now 7-2 Halos. Stadium groans. Did I say the BR chart for IP is on Delphi Forum? No, not the Delphi Forum. The Universal Baseball Lounge in my comment section. You know, underneath every game, I always have the links to where they go. Just go to that link, and you'll be able to download the file. I put it there. I did not want to put it in the main Delphi forums. For the simple reason is I did not want to confuse anybody. So Glaus gets a base hit, and that is it for Sele, and it is not his fault. 2 big errors, and now the Rangers will go to the bullpen. Palmeiro is the batter. Palmeiro is 0 for 2, and we'll see who the Rangers want to bring on to pitch. And in the 4th inning, let's see. You got left switch, and then you've got right. And I think we'll go with a righty. Doesn't really matter here right now. Coming on to pitch for the Rangers is going to be Tim Crabtree. 5 wins, a loss, no saves, a 3.46 ERA. Sele leaves with a dub with the L. And that really isn't his fault. 2 bad errors by the Rangers in this game. So 2 outs, now 7-2 Halos. I guess it's going to be one of those blowouts. Strategy roll for Glaus. He will stay put. Crabtree, 5-2. Home run chance. 18 is high. Palmeiro, 2-2. It's a base hit to left field. No matter what happens, the Angels can't do anything wrong tonight. Let's use this chart. Glaus has a base running rating of 5 with 2 outs. And that is a 1-6. And a 1-6, he would have to advance as a 6. His base running rating will only be a 5 with 2 outs. Glaus will hold at second base, and that's how you do that. No calculations, no nothing. The only calculation you got to do is just add 1. Just add 1 if there's 2 outs. So another base hit. That's why I love the chart now for inside pitch advanced. And that's why I wanted this also for regular inside pitch. And Chris Davis had no issue with it. And, of course, I did ask Chris if I could have permission to use it, and he said go right ahead. Here's Wahlbeck. Wahlbeck is 1 for 2 with a single. And right now, the Angels just can't do anything wrong. And the Rangers just can't do anything right. Strategy rolls, still on. And nothing on the 17. Crabtree, 1-2. Walk plus. That's ball 4. He walked him. And the Angels look like, right now, the Anaheim Angels, they're not playing like the 99 Angels. They're playing like a 2002 Angels. And the bases are loaded. Crabtree had 17 walks in 99, and now a chance for DeSarcina. He's 0 for 2. Still 2 outs. Bases loaded now for Anaheim. Strategy, nothing on the 17. Crabtree, 5-5. Strikeout, no. DeSarcina, 5-1, and that's a ground out to second. That'll be handled by McLemore, and he is going to throw to shortstop, covering second to get Wahlbeck, and that will end the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a walk. And right now, the Rangers don't look like winners to me at the moment. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Lee Stevens leads off for Texas, and he had a base hit his first time up. As SSG says, Troy Santa Claus, how right you are. Olivares, 1-2, another range play. Stevens, 5-6. That's a single to center field. Range play for Anderson. He was good. His range is a 4, and he's got it. 1 out. Takes a base hit away from Stevens. Da-da-da, da-da-da. That was a base hit, but a nice play there by Anderson. And 1 down. Here's Mateo. Mateo got a single his first time up. Olivares, 2-6, blank. Mateo, 4-5, ground out to third. Easily played by Santa Claus. And he will throw to first for the out. Next batter is Clayton. Clayton got a sacrifice fly his first time up. Olivares, 2-3. That's a walk plus. That'll be ball 4. And he'll walk Clayton. That is the second walk given up by Olivares. It'll bring up McLemore. McLemore is 0 for 2. Angels lead 7-2. Bottom of the 4th here. Final game of the second schedule block. From here on in, only teams that are in the playoff hunt will be shown for the rest of the season, all the way, of course, through the pennant race, which is September, and the final week. Now I'm still choosing games, okay, now I choose games on the fly. But when we get to the final week, I usually ask you guys what will be the next game to play. Strategy rolls are still activated. That's a 20. Olivares fires to first, but Clayton will get back. Olivares, 3-2. It's a blank. McLemore, 3-2. Fly ball, center field. Easy play for Anderson. And that is the end, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing across except a walk for the Rangers. 7-2 in favor of the Halos. Top of the fifth, Crabtree's going to stay on the mound. He can pitch to one more batter before he tires. Reggie Williams leads off for the Halos. He is 1 for 2 since coming in for the injured Erstad. Crabtree, a 4-5 strikeout, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Crabtree had 54 Ks in 99. Crabtree is tired. He'll stay out there. Here's Velarde. Velarde is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Crabtree will pitch. And 6-2. Range play. Wow. A lot of range plays today. Velarde, 2-2. Line drive to second. McLemore's range is a 3. He leaps. He's got it. 2 outs. Nice line out there to second, but McLemore leaped up in the air and grabbed it. 2 down now for Mo. Mo is 1 for 3, tripled and reached on an error. Crabtree will pitch. And 6-6, strikeout, no. Vaughn, 4-4, and that is a ground out to short. That'll be taken care of there by Clayton. And he'll toss it over and retire the side. For the first time in the ball game, the Angels are retired 1, 2, 3. Go to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Pudge. Ivan Rodriguez got a single his last time up. He's 1 for 1, singled and walked. Olivares will pitch to Pudge. 2-4. It's a blank. Pudge. 5-4. Ground out to short. Handled by D. Sarcina with no problem. And that's 1 away. Here's Greer. Greer is 0 for 2. Olivares. 4-3. Strikeout. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is strikeout number 2 for Olivares. Gets a nice K there. Next batter is Wangan. Wangan 1 for 2. Pitch from Olivares. A 3-3 against the righty. Strikeout 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. Third strikeout for Olivares. And 1, 2, 3 go the Lone Star. 7-2 after 5. We go to the 6th. Tim Salmon leads off for Angels. Crabtree is done. We'll see a new pitcher for the Rangers here. Right, left, and right. So I think we'll see a righty. And let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Rangers is going to be Jeff Zimmerman. 9 wins, 3 losses, 3 saves, a 2.36 ERA. Zimmerman will be the 3rd pitcher, and he has special K, so got to watch that. So Salmon will go up against Jeff Zimmerman, and he can pitch, and Zimmerman can pitch to 5. So Zimmerman will deal. Zimmerman, 4-6, range play. Salmon, 1-3, ground ball to short. Ball is hit to Clayton. His range is a 4, and he's got it. Clayton will go ahead and take care of that and throws it over to first. Out number 1. Here's Anderson. The one thing about Special K is you won't see those in inside pitch. He has a different way now to go ahead and get the extra strikeouts and such. Anderson, 1 for 3, tripled his last time up. Zimmerman, 3-2. Another range play, this time at the park. The ballpark. 6-2. That's a fly ball to center field. It's hit to Ruben Mateo. His range is a 2. Nope. And that's going to be a base hit. So Anderson will go ahead and get a single, as Mateo couldn't come up with that one. Second hit of the game for Anderson. Next up is Gloss. Gloss is 1 for 2, singled, reached on an error, and got hit by a pitch. Infield a double play. Strategy rolls are now off. Pitcher versus batter. Zimmerman, 2-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Gloss, 5-6, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. The 320 is not in the Special K range, so that will be a fly out to right, and out number 2 as Anderson stays put. Palmeiro was next. He's 1 for 3 with a single. 2 outs now, top of the 6th. Rangers trying to limit the damage, but right now the Angels are getting it done. Zimmerman with the pitch. 4-5, strikeout plus 10. The 18 is high. Palmeiro, 1-2, and that's going to be that's a 6. It's too high for Special K, but it is a grounder right back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman will go ahead and take care of that. He'll underhand it to first to get Palmeiro, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Angels. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Rafael Palmeiro leads off for the Rangers. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double, and I still say he should be in the Hall. Olivares will go ahead and pitch. Olivares, 2-6, it's a blank. Palmeiro, 5-5, and it's a high fly ball to center, but that'll be handled by Anderson. And that's the first out. Next up is Zeal. Zeal is 0 for 2. Pitch from Olivares. And 2-4, that's a blank. Zeal, a 5-4, that's a single. He'll hit that one into left field, and the Rangers get a man on. So base hit for Zeal, that's his first of the game. It'll bring up Stevens. Stevens 1 for 2 with a single, infield double play. Olivares will pitch, and that's a 3-6. Possible error. Stevens, 2-3. And that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to DiSarcina. His error rating is a 10. That's an 8, and that's an error. DiSarcina is going to go ahead and not pick it up pretty quickly. It'll drop away from him, and it'll be a one-base error. That's going to be an E6. That's the first error on the Angels. They did have an error in the game historically. So now runners at first and second. Olivares looking at DiSarcina, said, hey, man, come on. Here's Mateo, and Mateo's 1 for 2 with a single. Runners at first and second, 1 out, bottom of the 6th here. The Halos lead the Lone Stars by 5. Olivares, 4-3, strikeout, and no. Mateo's a 14, but -1 makes him a 13. Mateo, 1-4, it's a grounder to second base. 2-3-4. Shortstop, DiSarcina, 0 pivot, a 1-4, it's a double play. No, the throw will go to first. Geez, I can't turn double plays. Zeal goes to third, Stevens to second. The only play that Velarde had was the throw to first to get the out, and that's out number 2. So a grounder to second base. As we've had a lot of double play chances, but have not gotten them. Sometimes you get a whole bunch of double plays in the game, and sometimes you don't. Here's Clayton. And Clayton is, what is he here? He's 0 for 1 with a walk, got a sacrifice fly. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Rangers got to get these runs in to have anything going on for them right now. Olivares, 4-4, range play. Clayton, 2-4. That's a ground ball to short, but the infield is back. DiSarcina, his range is a 4. He's got it. DiSarcina will get that one with no trouble. Picks it up, throws to first, and the side is retired. Had a lot of range plays today. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. But the Rangers cannot get the runs in, and they're still down 7-2 after 6. A lot of range plays. I don't know how many range plays I've counted. I think I've had at least, 8, 9? Don't get that many all the time. Against the ballpark in Arlington, you really got to be ready to play. Top of the 7th, Matt Wahlbeck leads off for the Halos. He is 1 for 2, singled and walked. Zimmerman can pitch to one more batter before he tires. He will pitch. Zimmerman will deal. Zimmerman, 4-6. Range play, of course. Wahlbeck, 2-3. And that's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to McLemore. His range is a 3. And he's got it. McLemore will get that. He'll toss it over. And that's the first out. Zimmerman now says he's tired. He will continue to pitch. DeSarcina is next. He's 0 for 3. Zimmerman, a 4-6. And what is that, everyone? That's a range play. DeSarcina, 3-3. That's a fly ball to center field this time. Ruben Mateo going after that. His range is a 2. That's going to drop. It's going to be a base hit. So DeSarcina will get a single. That's his first hit of the game. Range plays all over the place right now. The defenses on both teams are getting tested. Here's Williams. Williams is 1 for 3 with a single. Since coming in for the injured Erstad. Infield double play. Zimmerman, he will... he'll pitch. Zimmerman will go ahead and deal. He's the best pitcher they got in the bullpen. Zimmerman will pitch. 2-3. That's a blank. Williams, 2-3. And that's a base hit to center field. DeSarcina will have a base running rating of 5 with 1 out. Let's see what happens here. And that is a 5-5. A 5-5 hold if -2. Well, the center fielder for the Rangers is Mateo. He has a -1 arm, not a -2. So DeSarcina will make third, and Williams gets to first. So a base hit for Williams. Now runners at the corners with 1 out, and that will be it for Zimmerman. As John Haverly joins us here at the ballpark. That'll be it for Zimmerman. He is done. And Randy Velarde coming in to bat for the Angels. He is 2 for 4. And we'll see a new pitcher. And it is going to be Danny Patterson. 2 wins, no losses, no saves. A 5.67 ERA. Patterson is the 4th Ranger pitcher, and he can pitch to 5. The Rangers are going to take a chance and play double play. See if they can turn the 2 here. 7-2 Halos. DeSarcina on at third. Williams on at first. Patterson will pitch. Patterson, 4-6. That's at the park. The ballpark, 5-5. It's a grounder right back to the pitcher. So Velarde is a 2-1, and then hit back to the pitcher is a 0. Velarde is a righty, so the second baseman is a righty, so the second base will be pivot. And that will be McLemore, a 0. They got no chance for a double play, which means DeSarcina is going to score. So the roll is a 5, which means the throw goes to second to get Williams. Velarde is safe at first for out number 2. DeSarcina will score. It's 8-2 in favor of the Halos. As again, nothing going right here for the Rangers tonight. So that goes as a fielder's choice. And now 2 outs for Vaughn. Vaughn is 1 for 4, tripled and reached on an error. 2 outs, now 8-2 in favor of the Halos. There were 14 runs historically scored in this game. We got 10 of them. And Patterson will pitch. 3-4. It's a blank. Vaughn, 4-5. And against the righty, that's going to be a ground out. Ground out to second. McLemore will get that. He'll throw to first to get Vaughn, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits for the Halos, and they are in firm control of this game. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night. It will be July 24th. And it was beginning of the 3rd schedule block. As I said, from now on, every game features teams that are only in the playoff hunt. We will be at the Bank One Ballpark as the Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Darren Dreifert will be going for the Dodgers, and Brian Anderson will be going for the Diamondbacks. As of tonight, the Dodgers are in 2nd place behind the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks have 52 wins. The Dodgers have 47. So very important series coming up between those two here on the network. So tomorrow night, the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks here on the network. Bottom of the 7th, Angels lead 8-2. Not a good night for the Rangers at all. Here's Mark McLemore. Olivares will be tired after McLemore. We'll see how long he goes. Olivares will pitch. McLemore's 0 for 3. Olivares, 1-2. Another Reigns play. That's got to be at least 10 now. McLemore, 5-2. Fly ball, right field. Ball is hit to Salmon. His range is a 3, and he's got it. 1 out. Salmon goes ahead and makes a nice play out there. 1 down. Olivares is now tired. He says he can pitch. Here comes Pudge. Pudge is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Olivares, 5-3. That's going to be a base hit right past the pitcher. That's going to be it for him. That's a fatigue result. It's a single right up the middle. And that will be a base hit. I could use the D20 for that, too, as a matter of fact. That's a 6. And actually, we'll say it's a single past second. Why not? Single past second, but that's a base hit for Pudge, and that will be it for Olivares. As he is fatigued, he is tired. That is it for him. So the Angels will bring on a new pitcher. Next batter for the Rangers is Greer. Greer is 0 for 3. And let's see who Angels are going to bring on to pitch. And I think they'll stick with a righty here. Coming on to pitch for Anaheim will be Mark Pekovsik. 10 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 3.47 ERA. And Pekovsik will be the second pitcher. Olivares does leave with the W. And Greer will bat. Infield set for double play. Pekovsik. 3-5. Error on a throw. Greer. 3-3. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Clayton. His error rating is a 10. That's a 5. That's going to be a throwing error. The question is, where did it go? 2-1-2. Second base pivot. I'm sorry, not Clayton. Shortstop is DiSarcina, but it's still a 10. It's still an error. So, and Velarde. So what we do? So again, let me do this again. So 2-1-2, And short and second base Velarde +1. A 1-3, this would have been a double play. That is a 3. So that means the throw went to second. So it's an error on a throw. Second baseman Velarde, his range is a 5. He will prevent the ball from getting past him, but everybody's safe. So that's going to be an error on DiSarcina. And that is the second error on the Angels. So in E6, another error there. DiSarcina's made both errors for the Angels. Now runners at first and second for Wangan. Pekovsik says, geez, I can't get any help here either. Gonzalez is 1 for 3, got a single. Infield set for double play. Rodriguez at second, Greer at first. Pekovsik, 2-5. Against a righty, home run result. That's a 12. And Gonzalez has a 17 against righties. And this game just got a little bit more interesting. Kaboom! The ball's pretty high. The ball's pretty deep. And the ball is pretty gone. Home run, one gone. That's going to be a 3-run blast for Gonzalez. As a bad pitch by Pekovsik. He pitched Wangan a meatball. He turns that into lasagna. Suddenly it's 8-5. So now an 8-5 ball game. So now 13 runs in a game where historically 14 were pitched. And now here's Palmeiro. Gonzalez had 39 home runs in 99. Very capable of hitting one out. And Palmeiro's 2 for 3, a single and a double. Still one out, bottom of the 7th. Now an 8-5 ball game. Pekovsik, 1-2, strikeout. That's too high. Palmeiro, 4-6, and Palmeiro hits one into right, and that's going to go into the corner. Palmeiro rounding second. He'll slide into second, and that is his second double of the night. So Palmeiro now 3 for 4 on a double. Batter is Sele. Sele is 1 for 3. Strategy rolls are back on. Palmeiro on at second. And question is, Pekovsik, how long he's going to stay out there. He's already given up the home run, but Pekovsik will go ahead and pitch. Strategy rolls back. Nothing on the 9. Pekovsik, 6-3. Home run chance. The one is good. Against the righty. Sele needs a 12. Does he get the Rangers to within 1? Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Todd Sele. The Rangers are back within 1. Stadium cheers. Yay! 2-run bomb by Sele. And now it's 8-7. And that is it for Pekovsik. And the Angels will have to go back to the bullpen. Stevens is the next batter. Still one out here in the bottom of the 7th. Stevens is 1 for 3, a single. And we'll see a new pitcher here. And coming on to pitch for the Angels will be Shigetoshi Hasegawa. 4 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves. A 4.91 ERA. Hasegawa will be the 3rd Angel pitcher, and now it's 8-7. Stevens will bat. 1 for 3 now. Fans here at the ballpark at Arlington have suddenly woken up. Hasegawa will pitch. Hasegawa, 6-2, strikeout. He got him. And that's going to be a strikeout on Stevens. Hasegawa had 44 Ks in 99. And now here's Mateo. Mateo is 1 for 3. And they are going to... This is the 7th inning, and Mateo is going to come out of the game. And they're going to go ahead and bring in a new center fielder, and that will be Roberto Kelly. 300 average, 8 homers, 37 RBIs. Mateo was 1 for 3. But they're now in the 7th inning. They're going to make the pinch hitter. So here comes Roberto Kelly, and he in center field, a 2-3 plus 1. So a 2-3 and a plus 1. So Roberto Kelly will now take over in center. They'd want him for the offense. As Chuck Rawlings joins us here at the ballpark. Hasegawa, 3-1, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck them out, and the inning is over. But the Rangers have made it interesting. 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, a 3-run bomb by Wangan, and a 2-run bomb by Zeal. 8-7 now after 7. We go to the 8th. Patterson can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. He'll stay out there. Tim Salmon leads off for the Angels. He is 1 for 4. Fans here at the ballpark at Arlington have woken up. Now it's an 8-7 ball game. Patterson, 2-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Salmon, 4-5 against the righty. It's a ground out to first base. That'll be handled by Stevens. Stevens takes it to the bag himself for the out. Next up is Anderson. Anderson is 2 for 4, a triple and a single. Patterson, 3-2. That's at the park. The ballpark, 3-2. And that's a grounder to second base. And that'll be handled by McLemore. McLemore takes it, throws it over, 2 down. And now here's Gloss. Gloss is 1 for 3. Single, got hit by a pitch and reached on an error. Patterson will go ahead and deal. Patterson, 2-5. Range play, of course. Gloss, 5-2. Against the righty. It's a base hit past third, but it's a range play for Zeal. His range was a 2. He's not getting that one. That'll be a single. So Gloss will get the base hit. That's his second hit of the night. It'll bring up Palmeiro. Patterson is tired. He will pitch to Palmeiro, though. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Now 8-7. Strategy rolls her back. And that's a 2. And Gloss is staying where he is. Patterson will pitch. Patterson, 4-6. That's at the park. The ballpark. 1-1. It's a base hit past short. Gloss has a base running rating of 5, and that's going to be good enough. He'll go ahead and make third. He actually becomes a base running rating of 6 with 2 outs. So that's a single, and now runners at the corners. And another hit by Palmeiro, and here comes Walbeck. And that's going to be it for Patterson. Patterson coming out. Patterson is tired. We'll see a new pitcher for the Rangers. Walbeck is 1 for 3 with a single. And they're going to bring in a righty to pitch to him. And coming on to pitch for the Rangers, what are we in the 8th? They're going to bring in, yeah, I think you do. Coming on to pitch for the Rangers will be their closer, John Wetland. 4 wins, 4 losses, 43 saves, a 3.68 ERA. They're going to bring him in now. John Wetland is a 5th pitcher for the Rangers. Good closer, though. John Wetland was actually a pretty good closer. So here's John Wetland. He'll go up against Walbeck. 8-7, top of the 8 with 2 outs. Strategy rolls are back. And nothing on the 16. Wetland will pitch. Wetland, 3-2 against the switch left. That's a walk plus. It's ball 4. As usual, when I bring in a reliever, the first thing he does is walk the batter. And the bases are loaded for Gary DiSarcina. He is 1 for 4. And he is... He's a good shortstop, but I think you want offense. DiSarcina coming out of the game and coming on to take in at shortstop will be Jeff Huson. Jeff Huson, 262 average, no homers, 18 RBIs. He'll take over at short, so that'll be it for DiSarcina. And now Houston will come, and he is a 2-14-0. So they'll bring in a pinch hitter, Jeff Houston. Bases loaded here. Top of the eighth, 8-7 Angels. Fans here at the ballpark in Arlington treated to a spectacle so far. Rangers were down 8-2, and they all of a sudden put a 5 spot on the board. Wetland trying to get out of this inning. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Wetland will pitch. Wetland 3-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Houston 5-1. It's a ground ball to third. That'll get picked up by Zeal. He's going to take his time, throw to second to get Walbeck, and the Rangers get out of it. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Stadium cheers. Yay! Bottom of the 8th inning. Shigetoshi Hasegawa will stay on. He is going to. Is he going to pitch? Royce Clayton is the leadoff batter for the Rangers. Hasegawa is going to stay out there, and he can still pitch to. He can still pitch to 3 more batters. So he's going to pitch. Hasegawa will pitch to Clayton. Bottom of the 8th. Hasegawa will deal. Hasegawa, 3-2, strikeout, got him. Third straight strikeout on the Rangers, and that is out number 1. Next batter is McLemore. McLemore is 0 for 4. You kind of think he's due. Pitch from Hasegawa, 5-6, strikeout, 9. That will miss. McLemore, a 2-4, and he powers one into left. That's a 9, and that's going to be a base hit. So as I said, McLemore was due. He finally comes through with a hit. And he's now 1 for 5. And now the batter is Pudge. Pudge is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Pudge had 35 bombs in 99. Very capable of hitting one out. McLemore on at first. Strategy roll. That's a 20. Hasegawa fires to first, but McLemore will get back. Now Hasegawa will pitch to Pudge. Fans here at the ballpark hoping for a big-time hit. Hasegawa will pitch. Hasegawa, 4-6. Home run chance. The 10 against the righty. 1-13. The 10 is good against the righty. Pudge needs a 16. Does he put the Rangers ahead? No, it's an 18. You gotta be kidding me. Pudge. 3-4, but he does get a base hit past short. That will be a single. McLemore, however, has to hold at second. He will not make third. And Pudge just missed it, but it is a single. And runners at first and second with 1 out. And now the batter is Greer, and that's it for Hasegawa. He will come out because he is now tired. So the Angels will go back to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch will be their closer, Troy Percival. 4 wins, 6 losses, 31 saves, a 3.79 ERA in 99. Troy Percival will now pitch to Greer. 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Infield is at double play. Percival does have Special K. Greer is 0 for 4, but reached on an error his last time up. McLemore on at second, Pudge on at first. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 15. Percival will pitch. Percival, 1-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Greer, 1-1, grounder to first base. 2-3-3. Shortstop pivot. Houston is 0. A 1-3. It's a double play. No. McLemore gets the third. Pudge is out at second. The relay back to first, not in time. 2 outs. So 2 down on the fielder's choice. And now the batter is Wangan. Wangan 2 for 4, a single and a 3-run bomb. Doug Hutt joins us here at the ballpark. Bases, runners at the corners with 2 outs. Fans here at the ballpark in Arlington hoping Wangon can hit one here. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 8-7 Angels. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Percival, he will pitch. Percival, 1-1 against the righty. That's going to be an automatic out, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field. And coming under that will be Anderson. Anderson makes the catch and retires the side. No runs, 2 hits for the Rangers. Pudge was just a couple of feet, just a couple off of hitting a game-going-ahead home run, but he just missed it. And it's still 8-7 Angels after 8. We go to the 9th. John Wetland. And let's see. Wetland. He can still pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. I got to mark him there. I keep on forgetting when they came in. So Wetland will pitch. It is the top of the order for the Angels. Here's Reggie Williams. Williams is 2 for 4, 2 singles since coming in for the injured Erstad. 8-7 Angels. Wetland will deal. Wetland, 5-4, strikeout, got him. Strikeout for Wetland. He had 60 Ks in 99. Here's Velarde. Velarde is 2 for 5 with 2 singles. Pitch from Wetland. Wetland, 6-4 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 14. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. And now here's Mo. Mo is 1 for 5, tripled and reached on an error. Wetland is tired. They're going to let him pitch. Wetland will go ahead and deal. And 3-4 against the lefty. That's a blank. Vaughn, a 5-3, and it's a fly ball to left field. And Rusty Greer will get to it. He will make the catch and end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Halos. But they only have a 1-run lead here, as we know, go to the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Percival will stay on the mound. He can pitch to 3 more batters. Rafael Palmeiro leads off for the Rangers. Palmeiro has had a good night. 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single. Percival does have Special K. Percival will pitch. Percival, 1-5, strikeout plus 10, got him. And that's 1 out. Percival did have 58 Ks that year. And now Zeal. Zeal is 2 for 4, a single and a bomb. Percival, 1-5, strikeout plus 10. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He gets Zeal. 2 down. And the last chance for the Rangers is Lee Stevens. Stevens is 1 for 4, a single and reached on an error. Percival looking in. Fans here at the ballpark hoping that Stevens can keep it going. The Rangers almost came all the way back, but Pudge just missed a bomb. Percival will pitch. Percival, 6-1, hit by pitch, 5, no. Stevens, a 6-2, and that's an 11. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. And getting under that's going to be Garrett Anderson. He takes a couple of steps backward, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Angels will escape with a win here over the Rangers, 8-7. Stadium groans. So another nice win for the Angels. The Rangers cannot keep up with the Athletics. The Angels will now go to 38-55. The Rangers now drop to 49-45. Tough loss here for the Rangers, even though they made it interesting. Final line score coming up. Historically, there were 14 runs in the game, and we had 50. And a lot of range plays. For the Angels, 8 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors. For the Rangers, 7 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Omar Olivares, who'll get the win. Aaron Sele takes a tough loss. Hasagawa gets a hold. Percival gets a save. So that is how this game will go tonight. And a heck of one tonight. But we're not done. 10-minute ticker is next. Good game to end the second schedule block, and that should be the last time we see the Angels, unless they have to use them for a spoiler game. Should not have to use them again, unless I have a spoiler game to play. So we'll see. Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, powered by FastScore Baseball. So let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. As the Anaheim will get an 8-7 win over Texas. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. July 21st, Baltimore at Boston. Orioles, let's see, 4-24, and that is 2. Red Sox, 5-35, that's 4, a win for the Bo Sox. Toronto at Cleveland. Blue Jays, 10-31, that is 4. Indians, 15-23, that is 4, and we're going to extras. Toronto rolls a 5 plus 0. Cleveland rolls a 2 and plus 0. That will be a win for the Blue Jays in extras. Kansas City at Detroit. Royals, 11-32, and that is 4. Tigers, 9-51, that is 6, a win for the Cats. White Sox at the Twins. White Sox, 7-12, that's 1. Twins, 10-23, and that's 3, a win for the Twin Cities. Tampa Bay at the Yankees. Devil Rays, 5-45, that is 5. Yankees, 15-65, that's 11. That's a win for them. Oakland at Seattle. Athletics, 20-54, and that's 9. Mariners, 10-23, that's 3, and that's a win for the A's. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates, 8-66, that's 10. Cubs, 6-52, that is 5. Raise the Jolly Roger. Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals, 6-55, that is 6. Reds, 15-33, that is 5. And that's a win for the Redbirds. Braves and the Marlins. Come on, Fish. Braves, 13-42, and that is 6. Marlins, 3-46, and that is 4. That's a win for the Braves. Diamondbacks and the Astros. Yes, the Mariners are now in I think the 24th. I think the 20. I'm not sure, but yes, the Mariners did move into Safeco Field this month. Diamondbacks, 7-44. That is 5. Astros, 8-26, and that is 3. That's a win for the D-backs. Rockies and the Dodgers. Rockies, 9-16. That's 2. Dodgers, 9-54, and that's 7. A win for them. Phillies and the Brewers. Phillies, 12-64, and that is 9. Brewers 931, that is 4. It's a win for the Phils. Mets and the Expos. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 1454, and that is 8. Expos 543, and that is 4. My Mets will stay with the Braves a game back on the happy recap. Padres and the Giants. Padres 512, that's 0. Giants 812, that's 1. And they'll get that win. July 22nd, Baltimore at Boston. Orioles 1114, and that's 2. Red Sox 943, that's 5. Win for them. Toronto at Cleveland. Toronto 1265, that's 10. Indians 1436, and that is 6. A win for the Blue Jays. Kansas City at Detroit. Kansas City 1552, that's 8. Tigers 641, that is 4. The Royals will get the win. White Sox and the Twins. Pale Hose 735, that's 4 runs. Twins 546, that's 5 runs. The Twins will get that win. Devil Rays and the Yankees. Devil Rays 653, that's 6. Yankees 1064, that is 9. And the 99 Yankees are playing like, well, the 99 Yankees. Oakland at Seattle. Athletics 1063, that is 8 runs. Mariners 556, that is 6 runs. A win for the A's. Angels and the Rangers. Angels 736, that's 4. Rangers 1422, that is also 4. And they're going to extras. Pirates roll a, I'm sorry, wrong. Anaheim rolls a 2, plus 1 is 3. Texas rolls a 5, plus 2 is 7. That's going to be a win for the Rangers in extras. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates 1266, that is 12. Cubs 622, that is 2. And you can raise the Jolly Roger. Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals 964, that is 9. Reds 925, that is 3. The Cincinnati Reds in 1999 finished in second place behind the Arizona Diamondbacks historically. This team, FastScore, has been horrible to them. The dice have been horrible to the Reds. They're going to finish probably in last. But that's not the first time a team that should have been in there. Remember, in my 1988 replay, the Los Angeles Dodgers, who won the World Series in 88, FastScore didn't even make them and get them in the playoffs. Atlanta and the Marlins. Come on, fish. Braves 831, and that is 4. Marlins 824, that's 3. And the fish and the Braves will get the win. Diamondbacks and the Astros. Diamondbacks 735, that is 4. Astros 941, that is 5. A win for the Stros. Rockies and the Dodgers. Rockies 1352, and that's 7. Dodgers 1662, and that's 10. A win for the Dodgers. Rockies and the Dodgers doubleheader. Oh, it's a doubleheader. I didn't know that. Rockies 1566, that's 13. Dodgers 1544, that is 7. They'll split the twin bill. Phillies and the Brewers. Phillies 1066, that's 11. Brewers 1255, that is 8. That's another win for the Phillies. Mets and the Expos. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 912, that is 1. Expos 464, that is 7. And I'm going to lose a game of ground to the Braves. Padres and the Giants. Padres 844, that is 5. Giants 953, that is 6. A win for them. July 23rd, Anaheim at Baltimore. Angels 566, it's 9. Orioles 1542, that's 6. A win for the Halos. Toronto at the White Sox. Blue Jays 1243, that's 6. White Sox 1236, that is 5. Blue Jays playing spoiler lately. Boston at Detroit. Red Sox 10:51. That's 6. Tigers 14:44. That is 6. And they're going to extras. Boston rolls a 6 plus 0. Tigers roll a 5 plus 1 is 6. That's a tie, which means the Tigers will win by home field. Oakland at Kansas City. Athletics 15:23. That is 4. Royals 14:35, and that is 6. That's a win for the Royals. Seattle at Minnesota. Mariners 14:15. That is 3. Twins 4:23. That's 2. A win for the M's. Cleveland and the Yankees. Big series. Indians 9:66. That's 11. Yankees 26-26. That's 7. The Tribe will get the win. Texas at Tampa Bay. Rangers 12-12. That's 1. Devil Rays 11-14. That's 2. The Devil Rays will get the win. Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Dodgers 4-16. That is 2. We have these two tomorrow night, by the way. Diamondbacks 19:53. That is 9. A win for the D-backs. Cardinals and the Rockies. Cardinals 22-22. And that is 5. Rockies 10:55. That is 7. That's a win for the Rockies. Brewers and the Marlins. Brewers 9:44. That's 5. Marlins 11:34, and that is 6. I think 11:34. No, that's 5. We got a tie. We have a tie. Nice. Let's see here. Milwaukee rolls a 2 plus 0. The Marlins roll a 2, and the Marlins plus 1 is a 3. That's going to be a win for the Fish. Padres and the Astros. Padres 0-56. That's 5. Astros 6-23. That's 2. A win for the Friars. Pirates and the Expos. Pirates 10-41. That is 5. Expos 4-53. And that is also 5. And they're going to extras. Pirates roll a 3, minus 1 is 2. Expos roll a 5, and plus 2 is 7. That's a win for the Spos. Cubs and the Mets. Can my Mets get a win? Cubs 4-22, and that is 2. Mets 12-12. Jeez, that is, God dang it, that is 1. Can't get a win. Braves and the Phillies in a doubleheader. Come on, Phillies. Game 1. Braves 6-26, and that is 3. Phillies 3-11, that is 0. Braves win the first. Braves 15-61, that is 9. Phillies 10-51, that is 6. And the Braves win both. Reds and the Giants. Reds 12-55, that is 8. Giants 10-25, and that is 4. And that game belongs to the Reds. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be at Bank One Ballpark. The new schedule block begins. Playoff possible teams only now. The Los Angeles Dodgers will take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Darren Dreifert will be going for the Dodgers. Brian Anderson will be going for the D-backs. Big matchup there in the National League West as the Dodgers are chasing the D-backs. Dodgers and D-backs, be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Angels pull off the win over the Rangers. They go to heaven. The Rangers don't. Angels win it 8-7. See you guys tomorrow night.